Occasionally, the most powerful moments in sports aren't about winning. They're about honor, compassion, and humanity. In this video, we're diving into unforgettable acts of sportsmanship where athletes choose respect over rivalry. These moments will warm your heart and remind you why we truly love the spirit of the game. One of the most touching gestures of the 2018 FIFA World Cup could only have happened on the white grass of the highly competitive turf. While Edinson Cavani hobbled from the field with pain, Cristiano Ronaldo from Portugal stepped through the battle lines of their opponents to lend a helping hand. These two footballing demigods, locked in a battle to the death for a quarter-final spot, suddenly transfixed the world with their show of respect. One hell of a lesson in respect given by one legend in lifting another legend. This act managed to pull at strings in all the hearts that could click and share online. It was not a goal, but a moment of class that the biggest stage of football has had. In a match between Liverpool and Arsenal in the 1997 Premier League, Robbie Fowler gracefully exemplified one act of honesty that was rare in a theater as grand as a football pitch. He was seen to be down by goalkeeper David Seaman, and under normal circumstances the penalty would naturally stand. But with just 5 or 6 steps to the ball, there was a quick bang to the ground in an appalled response by Seaman. The Dubliner and Soccer City witness treated Robbie badly. That said, Fowler wisely patted the ground with his hand and calmly said to the referee, "I didn't," which one would think must have been some enjoyable moment for the excited Arsenal players. Fowler's goodness and fair play got him much applause in football circles, since that star kid from Liverpool truly showed the world that people better govern football. This rare moment of goodness on the pitch was rewarded with a FIFA Fair Play Award. During West Ham United's 2-0 victory over Crystal Palace, the celebration turned frightening. After Thomas Soucek scored in the 67th minute, he and his teammates rushed to celebrate with the fans, when suddenly, an LED advertising screen collapsed. Chaos followed as several fans fell, and a Crystal Palace ball boy became trapped beneath part of the screen. In a heroic moment, Soucek quickly stopped celebrating and used his strength to rescue the boy. Jared Bowen helped him to his feet, and the shaken youngster was escorted away by security. It was a reminder that even joy on the field can turn dangerous. Reus gave fans a storybook ending to his legendary career at the club with an emotional farewell match for Borussia Dortmund. On May 18, 2024, against Darmstadt, he netted a fantastic free-kick goal that sent the crowd into a frenzy. This was a goal that epitomized Reus's elegance and precision. It was a dominating 4-0 victory for Dortmund, but Reus scored not just a goal. He also provided a class act assist to show he still had that magic in his boots. Electric chants of Reus's name rang around Signal Iduna Park, some fans in tears to watch their captain leave the field for the last time. After 12 years of loyalty, brilliance, and unforgettable moments, this final game became a tribute to everything Reus meant to Dortmund. His name echoed in the stands, not just for an at-last goodbye, but as a symbol that will live on. Passion, perseverance, and pure footballing talent. Marco Reus is and shall remain forever a Dortmund legend. After 4 memorable years at Chelsea, Thiago Silva bid a very emotional farewell. The legendary Brazilian defender addressed fans at a crowded Stamford Bridge, giving a heartfelt farewell that left few dry in the house. With tears in his eyes, he expressed gratitude to the fans for their steady support, love, and loyalty. In response to his poignant words, the crowd erupted in unison, chanting, "O Thiago Silva." That moment encapsulated the bond Silva has shared with the Chelsea faithful. His presence brought leadership, calm, and world-class quality to the defense, earning respect from teammates and rivals alike. Off the pitch, he was a mentor to the younger players, a model professional, and an embodiment of everything Chelsea stands for. He waved his final farewell not only to close a chapter, he waved goodbye to an icon of football. Thiago Silva leaves the pitch, but his legacy will live on forever at Stamford Bridge. That was number 5, and it already was emotional. But hold your breath. This will take sportsmanship up a notch. Kavica Kvaratskhelia lived out an absolute fantasy by facing his childhood hero, Cristiano Ronaldo, at Euro 2024. In a remarkable match, the Georgian star scored 2 minutes into the match, propelling his country to a momentous 2-0 triumph over Portugal. Things became even more magical after Kvaratskhelia was announced as UEFA Man of the Match when he exchanged jerseys with Ronaldo. They had first met in 2013 at a football academy event in Tbilisi. More than a decade later, Kvaratskhelia stood on equal terms with the legend he idolized. He shared the moment with one simple yet powerful caption: "Dreams, a true full-circle story." In a great 2019 friendly between Juventus and K-League All-Stars, Brazilian midfielder Cecinha scored an absolute gem and celebrated by paying tribute to his idol, Cristiano Ronaldo. Upon scoring, Cecinha celebrated right in front of the legend himself, using Ronaldo's own signature "Seu" celebration. It was not mockery, however. Cecinha then bowed toward Ronaldo, showing pure admiration and respect. At halftime, he approached Ronaldo and the two shared a warm exchange. Ronaldo appreciated the gesture, encouraging Cecinha to keep believing in himself. It was a powerful moment of respect between two footballers, one legendary and the other inspired by him for years. Awash with emotions, 11-year-old Samuel, who has cerebral palsy, lived a dream during a training session with Manchester United in Perth, Australia, on their pre-season tour. A die-hard Red Devils fan, Samuel was called in for a special training session with stars like Paul Pogba and Jesse Lingard. But it was not only Samuel who was inspired. The players were touched by this boy's strength, spirit, and love for the game. His courage melted their hearts and reminded everyone what football is all about: togetherness, passion, and courage. It was a brilliant moment that connected the two worlds of icons and fans, proving that both art and inspiration flow in both directions. Samuel came to meet his heroes, and in that moment, he became their hero too. In one of the finest moments that made fans all over the world tear up, João Felix celebrated a goal for Benfica in 2019 by sprinting straight towards the touchline, not to the stands but to his younger brother, Hugo Felix. Hugo was just a teenager then, just 15, ball-boying for the game between Benfica and Vitória de Setúbal. After scoring, João hugged him tightly, enjoying a moment that meant sharing that field with family. Indeed, the celebration said a lot about their unbreakable relationship, about what football means, and about how it is more than a game. It is passion, family, and dreams. Now he is proving that talent and heart run deep in the Felix family by following in his big brother's footsteps at Benfica. In the middle of all that, however, was the crushing injury suffered during the quarterfinal of the World Cup in 2014 when Neymar played against Colombia and got badly hurt. The very poorly timed tackle by Zúñiga took place in the 87th minute of the contest, turning his knee into the lower back of Neymar and breaking one of his vertebrae. The pain that followed was the most painful ever, and according to Neymar, he lost the feeling in his legs for a while. According to doctors, he was very close, certainly less than a centimeter, to a career-ending injury or paralysis. Another reason for Brazil's fall was Neymar's absence, and it came to take the shape of a historic defeat by 7-1 to Germany in the semi-final. Immediately, debate on player safety and the barbarity with which such a high competition conducts itself came to life, and with it, The figure of Neymar became more than symbolic, one of a ruined World Cup for any player. These powerful displays of sportsmanship prove that true greatness isn't just measured in trophies but in character. If these moments moved you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring stories from the world of sports. Please let us know, what's the greatest act of respect you've ever witnessed?